is just starting her second game, and I think they won the first game. They're just starting the second game. Michelle bowled a 159. I'm very proud of her. She did really well. And tonight we're going to show Michelle bowling, and I'm going to end up getting some wings from off the menu. To you guys over here, we are at this is Michelle's Bowling League. So I don't know how many of you guys are going to pop in, but I figure if you don't see it live, you'll be able to see it later on. Either way, thank you for joining us. And here comes Michelle with her first shot. Zoom in a little bit so you guys can get a better shot, better angle on her delivery over here. There we go. Yeah, this league is pretty nice. I've been bowling for many years in this league up until this year or last year. I kind of stepped away so that Michelle could bowl and I would work in her place so she could enjoy getting together with her friend Cheryl down there. And they were bowling together for many years on Wednesday nights, and it was getting to be hard with work. And the league broke up because the bowling alley they were bowling at was shutting down. So they ended up moving to Thursday nights last year, and it was a horrible scenario because the league was forced to bowl down in the game area where all the chairs were cramped, and it was an uncomfortable situation for Michelle and Cheryl. So they ended up dropping out of that league, and Michelle ended up coming in to bowl in my place on this Friday night league. Hey Rick D, how you doing? Welcome into the chat. It's just me and you, baby. But that's okay. Quality over quantity, that's how I look at it. And I wanted to let you know that I did watch that movie that you recommended to me, White Noise, on Netflix. And it's crazy because of what happened with the train wreck in East Palestine. I kept on thinking of that movie, the way there was the train wreck in Ohio, no less, and how they all reacted to not wanting to leave their house when there was a train wreck, you know. But I actually went through that area on Wednesday, and it was kind of weird because there was actually a haze above the freeway. I don't know if it was because it was a foggy day, but I actually saw a haze hanging over my car when I was crossing the border of Ohio and Pennsylvania. And there was a little funky kind of smell in that area too, but I didn't notice anything that would alarm me too much. I got through there pretty well. The freeway wasn't closed, so you figure if they didn't shut down 76, it must have been safe to go through there. But Michelle had a split in the first frame, and here comes Cheryl over here on the right lane. And they've been good friends for a long time, Cheryl and Michelle. Can she make the spare? I hope so. Oh, she missed the head pin. Tough break. But just want to say, everyone, welcome to Friday Night Sportsman. And we will be back on with the trivia next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. So I hope you guys will all be there. Trivia, I've been working on questions for trivia. Michelle's in the chat as well, so she could say directly to you. And I ordered some barbecue chicken wings, so that's coming up pretty soon. I hope. I'm thinking, I told her to put the order in right before 8 o'clock. So I'm going to show that to you, what the food looks like. No Fear is in the house. Welcome, No Fear. How you doing? This guy is a ringer. Nick Mayberry. He's a very good bowler. He puts up 200 games. I actually seen him bowl a perfect game a couple of times too. He doesn't put his thumb in the hole though. He just puts his fingertips in so he could get maximum turn on the ball, and he destroys the pins when he makes it to the pocket. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, this guy could easily strike out. He's that kind of bowler. Well, he'll get a spare and throw a 290 game after that. That's actually the new way now. People are bowling with two hands now, where they're coming around. Let me get it. When I was a kid, you'd always go to see the bowling alley where the kids would be rolling the ball between their legs. Well, now that's the way to bowl, where you take the bowling ball with 2 hands and you throw it like that, and it gives it maximum turn. There's some pros that are actually bowling with 2 hands now, and it blows my mind how bowling has changed over the past 10 years. Where people are not even putting their fingers in the ball now, they're just holding it with both hands, just whipping it. Whip it good. So yeah, I've been bowling since I've been in grade school. I went to St. Mary Magdalene, and they would have a bus that would take us to Shoregate Lanes every, I think it was Thursday. And I learned how to bowl from my dad. I would watch him bowl at Cloverleaf Lanes when I was a kid. And when I was old enough, when I was 18, I joined a men's league at Shoregate Lanes. And I won the championship with my dad and his friends that first year. I averaged 160. But I was always, trying to be as good, if not better, than my dad. My dad only averaged like 179 back then. But to me, that was great. I thought 179 was awesome. Now, you're just considered to be an okay bowler with a 179 average. It's common nowadays with the kind of bowling balls that they throw nowadays to easily average a 200 game. It's all with the equipment the bowling ball that you use. If you got a good bowling ball and you can stay consistent, you're going to bowl really well. And as soon as a waitress comes by, I'm going to make sure that the wings are headed our way. Kaz Solo, welcome. I'm putting a turkey in the oven for you. Thank you, Kaz. I appreciate it. Yeah, whatever works. Absolutely. Pittsburgh was good. I got out of there with no problems. We got the job done in 3 hours. And on the way back, we ran into some rain, but I kind of expected that. The weather was calling for rain on Wednesday evening. We got done with the job, around midnight. And we got home. I was in bed by 2:30 in the morning. And I had to be up for work at 6:30. So Thursday was a rough day. I was a zombie by 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I was just so wiped out from that job, and then only getting 3.5 hours of sleep, basically. Yeah, that was a bad day. But fortunately, Thursday, I got to go home and get a little break before I headed back out to work. So I had some dinner at home, took a little 15-minute nap, and I was ready to rock and roll after that. I'll tell you, man, I love taking a little power nap. If I get a break in the middle of the day before my evening work, I can lay down or sit down in my recliner and take a 15, 20-minute nap, and that really gives me an energy boost. I love taking a little nap in the middle of the day. I don't know about you guys, but don't ever, if you're tired, don't try to force your way through it, because you're only going to end up getting yourself sick or whatever. If you've got time to sit down and take a little power nap, I highly recommend it. And here's our waitress over here. I'm going to make sure that she's, let me show you. That's Emily, our waitress over there. And she's the one that recommended the brisket quesadilla. Emily, are our wings on the order now?
I'm going to put that in right now.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so glad you said the 5 wings is at barbecue, right?
Right. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, the wings are on the way. 5 barbecue chicken wings, and I think it's like, I don't know, $7 or $8 or something like that. But that's just the appetizer. We're going to be getting a beef brisket quesadilla after that. And hopefully Michelle will help me with some of that, because it's supposed to be, I don't know, like pretty big. It's cut into 4 pieces. And I'll tell you, when you're bowling like Michelle is right now, you don't want to be eating chicken wings, because it gets all over your hands It's a nightmare to bowl, and you got the ball slips out of your hands. So, if word to a wise, if you guys are ever bowling, you probably should eat afterwards. Don't try to eat while you're bowling because it's just gonna screw up your game. And also, when you're drinking something to drink, always hold it with. If you're right-handed, hold it with your left hand because you get moisture on your hand, and all of a sudden your finger is sticking in the hull, and when you throw the ball, your thumb is still stuck in the ball, and you hurt your arm. So, and also, if you are clapping too much, be careful, or pounding your hand with something, you'll end up swelling your thumb up. Another thing that you don't want to have happen while you're bowling is have a swollen hand because you're smacking stuff. Like my buddy that came over here, Mike, he was always a violent guy. If he would throw a strike, he would be punching equipment and stuff like that, which is stupid. You know, the equipment isn't the one that missed the pins, it was you, okay? But he would end up hurting his hand. I'm like, dude, if you're going to hit something, don't hit it with your hand that you're bowling with. I mean, come on. You shouldn't be hitting anything anyway. But, hey, who am I, you know? Can we get a zoom in on the third floor? You want me to? Okay. Michelle, let me take you for a little walk. I might get disconnected. There's Mike. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, my name is Mike. I am Crash. How we doing today?
That's your nickname. He's a cool dude, though. But he's a left-handed bowler, so
Which means I'm awesome.
it helps him. So it's unfair to compare him because he's a lefty. Okay. All right. Here's Michelle's score. She's got a 17 in a second, so she's got 2 opens going, but she'll get better. All right. How you feeling, Michelle? How you feeling?
I need to have more strikes.
Well, you'll get them. Just stay with it. You'll be all right.
Yes.
And there's Rat. Okay, back again. Sorry about that, everyone. I hope I still see you. There's 8 of you there. I'm kind of leery about walking around with the camera like that. Crash and scream, yeah. Craig Potts is in the house. And and Diana, I hope. Is she there with you too, Craig? Hi from Diana and Craig. Oh yeah, good. Craig and Diana are awesome bowlers. They've been bowling just like me for a long time. Diana learned how to bowl from her awesome father, Dave. Great guy. He's right here on this table. Because there's a lot I wanted. Okay, we are back. That's why sometimes it's better to watch the replay. We did really well for my Tuesday night live stream. It was very popular during the stream and after the stream. We got a lot of replay views on that. So that was pretty cool.